You just clicked on a video and now you're face to face with a madman. You are Oh man, I am so gonna get sued by Mick Jagger. I'm gonna be paying for his children. Hello, how are you everybody? All my little YouTubelings, thanks for coming by to another episode of Between a Rock and a Hard Place with me, your host, JRock the GameRocker. Now you may notice I am rocking a awesome shirt. The Completely Unnecessary podcast. This is a completely unnecessary shirt for that. If you are unfamiliar with what the Completely Unnecessary podcast is, it is a podcast run by Pat the NES Punk, which if you watch YouTube videos, retro gaming YouTube videos, you most likely know who Pat is and his body of work. So it is hosted by Pat, and he has his buddy Ian Ferguson on, and they talk game news, and it's all sorts of fun. They talk wrestling, which I'm not too into, but even listening to them talk to it, it's entertaining. I know I recommend a lot of podcasts on this vlog, and so I would recommend you check them out if you haven't already. If you haven't gotten into podcasts, one of the first podcasts I got into listening to, and yeah, Completely Unnecessary podcast. Looks great. I got it off of Teespring.com, and it's not the first time I've got a shirt through Teespring. I got my Cartridge Club shirt, Season 1 shirt from Teespring, and they're really cool that what it does is it allows the person to design their shirt and set a goal for people to, pretty much you're pledging that if it reaches the goal, then you pay the money for the shirt. So if you don't reach the goal, and let's say you pledge money and it doesn't reach the goal, you don't have to pay that money. You only pay if it reaches the goal. And Pat and Ian, they went far past their goal. I think it was like 140 something shirts, and they were saying that they didn't even think they'd sell over 30 or something like that, but they did really good. So congratulations to them, and check out their podcast. Yeah, what's been going on with me? I've been working less, actually. Been getting some early nights, and I feel a little guilty because I could have gotten some video stuff done, but I've really been getting caught up with some sleep and some resting. Like, I get home and I kind of just veg out on the couch and just watch some TV or something, play a little games here and there, and we'll talk about all that later, what I'm watching, what I'm playing. But really, it's just I've been really just casually just hanging out. When I get home, I don't really have much energy for anything else, so I've been resting because I've just been getting sore from working 6-day weeks. So just catching up on some rest and not getting burnt out, which is some good advice from my friend John Pio from Mamecade Video Game Reviews. He, I believe last week on my video, he said, don't burn myself out. So I'm going to try to take his advice and, don't let doing YouTube stress me out, because I do feel a little guilty that I could have got stuff done. But I mean, you gotta chill out sometimes, and so I was just chilling out max. So I was chilling out max, and I did some taxes. So that kind of rhymes. That's my segue into that. I did my taxes, filed with my wife for the first time this year. Our friend is an accountant, and so getting a little bit of a return, and hopefully that'll be coming before the end of the month. And I'll have a little bit of dough for Waterloo Video Game Swap Meet. Gotta plug that every video. Just for you, Pete Diak, if you're watching. He runs it. So yeah, Waterloo Video Game Swap Meet, Pete Diak. Yeah, so I did taxes, and our friend asked me if I have any foreign property, and I said, I mean, unless you count the Asian I have living in our closet. But hashtag bad joke. Yeah, so yeah, tax season, do your taxes, and hopefully you get a nice return and get yourself something nice, because you deserve it, because you rock, and don't let anyone ever tell you any different. And it was also my mom's birthday in the past week, so I didn't mention that on my last video, but The day that I uploaded that video would have been Monday, and that was my mom's birthday. And I failed to mention it on the Sunday night video I did, that it was my mom's birthday. So yeah, there's my mom. This is my favorite picture of us, and look at little JRock there. That's little JRock. Look at that little Who would know that he'd grow up to be such a demony guy? You know, so it was my mom's birthday, and so if you want to leave a comment down below, she's actually coming to visit me today, which is actually tomorrow for right now when I'm recording. When you're watching this, I'm going to probably be hanging with my mom maybe. And so yeah, if you want to say something down below, like happy birthday JRock's mom, you know, thanks for creating such an entertaining dude that we like to watch his videos, and thanks for creating such a rockin' dude. I'll make sure she gets any messages. So yeah, happy birthday to my mom. Also, I wanted to talk about something that I've been doing recently is hashtag JRock's playlist on Twitter. If you go on Twitter, go to hashtag JRock's playlist, and you'll see a bunch of tunes that I like to share. Sometimes when I get up I get up and it's the afternoon. That's like my schedule. But so I get up, it's my afternoon. My morning, I mean, it's weird. So I listen to tunes sometimes because my wife's not home, she's at work. So I listen to tunes, and sometimes I share a few. So yeah, go check out hashtag JRock's playlist, and you'll find all sorts of stuff that I like to listen to, like to rock out on, and you'll see a bit of a taste of what I like, you know? And that leads me to my YouTube shout out. My buddy Ramvox, he actually asked me, as well as Buried on Mars, Kevin, about any music that would be good to listen to, because he just started getting into music. So I am super excited to share my musical tastes and hopefully mold Ramvox's mind with rock and roll and metal, and we will take him to the dark side. So yeah, YouTube shout out to Ramvox. He has a great channel. I've done a shout out before at the end of a video, I believe. But yeah, doing one now because his channel is great. He does his Playing Favorites series. He does his Chronicles of Mr. Vox series, which I'm not going to lie, I took a big hint of inspiration from for my little vlog here, Between a Rock and a Hard Place, from watching Chronicles of Mr. Vox, where he just sits in front of the camera and talks about himself, and I really enjoyed that, and I thought I would take a bit of that energy and put it into mine, and I think it's doing really well. So in order to pay back that little inspiration, this is a shout out to Mr. Ramvox. Go check his channel out. He is awesome, co-host of Retro Fandango, and they always have me on, and they're very gracious buddies to let me come in and try to derail the show. So yeah, YouTube shout out to Ramvox. I wanted to save some, like, most of my pickups for a pickup video. I have a stack of stuff here actually waiting to do a pickup video, but I don't know, I don't have the energy right now. But I will mention one because I want some answers. I got Odin Sphere for PlayStation 2 by Atlas, and I got this because this was up for voting for being a Cartridge Club game in the coming months, and I'm not sure what the deal is with that right now. So if somebody could please let me know, is this going to be the club game? And so I already got the club game, that would be good. I would like to know that. But yeah, I've been hearing really good things about Odin Sphere, so I thought I'd pick it up because it came into the local store, and yeah, that's a pickup. So now I'm going to move on to the next segment, regular segment. Word of the week! This word of the week, discombobulate. I've always loved that word. Discombobulated. Believe it or not, you most likely have been discombobulated many times in your life. And if you don't know what discombobulate means, then you are discombobulated right now. Because what discombobulate means is to confuse or perplex or puzzle. Yeah, that's what it means. So let's say you got confused, you were discombobulated. Let's say you got all flustered and upset. You got discombobulated. So yeah, use that this week. Discombobulate. Always love that word. All right, what have I been watching? I've been watching the regular stuff that I talk about. Better Call Saul, The Sopranos, finishing that up again, rewatching those. Last couple episodes for me. And also I started watching Danger 5 on Netflix, which is a really funny little short series. I believe it was done for like a film festival, and it was done in like 2012, and it's shot in a style that's like 60s style, and it's really cheesy. It's about a force of 5 international super spies that are out to stop the Nazis and kill Hitler, and it's just really crazy and off the wall, like sight gags galore. If you like Leslie Nielsen movies, like with sight gags, Naked Gun and stuff like that, you will love this show. It's just really, really funny, so don't go into it expecting anything that takes itself too seriously. It's very campy. So check out Danger 5 on Netflix. It's on the Canadian Netflix. I'm Canadian. And also I am about to enjoy the new episode of The Walking Dead, which is great. Love The Walking Dead. And also, hopefully find time this week for this 2-hour special that Matt Fox lent to me, Video Game Revolution. He said he actually ordered this off like a public broadcasting channel. KCTS television, so something like a PBS, and it's a special on video games about the evolution and history of the video game industry. So pretty cool. Hope to get to that. It includes images, includes video game footage not seen on television. So, who knows? All right, what I've been playing. Been playing the Cartridge Club Game of the Month, Beautiful Joe, of course. I haven't gotten as far as I'd like. I think I'm about halfway. I think there's 8 episodes, but I'm at like episode 4, and I got kind of stuck the last time I played, and I kind of turned it off. But yeah, having a lot of fun with that. Slowing down time, speeding up time, zooming in, doing spin kicks. It's really fun. And yeah, I really recommend you try Beautiful Joe this month if you've never played it before. It's a pretty accessible game. You can get it for under $10, so check out Beautiful Joe. And then I've also been playing GTA San Andreas, like I mentioned last week, and just been going crazy doing gang wars and that. It's kind of fun to take over the territories. Oh, it's my buddy Tibble! It's not a JRock video without an animal in it, is it? Get fur all over my new shirt, my new CU podcast shirt. Hey pal, you gonna say hello to the folks? You gonna say hello to the folks? Oh, he doesn't care. But yeah, and also I have been playing Bye Tibble. I've also been playing a little bit of Pokemon Shuffle on my 3DS, which is a free game, but is like one of those freemium games where you actually have to pay if you want to get more out of the game. It actually limits you in the amount you can play because you have hearts, and those get used up for your turns. And then you have to wait a certain period of time, like a half hour, for another heart. And if you want to get more hearts, then you have to spend jewels to get these hearts. And you get these jewels by beating Pokemon trainers along the way, like through this puzzle game, or you can pay for these jewels. And I looked at it, I was not going to pay for any jewels, but for like 1 jewel, they go for $1.29 or something, and there's like 75 for like $53. Who's spending $53 on this game? Like who? Like sure, you could play the game like infinitively, but like, is that a word? That should have been the word of the week. But I don't understand. But it's a fun, addictive game, but I don't understand having to pay money for it, and I don't really like how they limit you in the amount you can play, but it is addictive. And if I was a kid who had my parents' credit card number, I probably would be trying to put it on that. So, yeah. Enjoy the little bit that they give you for free. Okay, I should wrap up because I'm going long here, but as I like to wrap up, I do my question for the viewers, and my question for you this week is, how do you like to collect your games? Does the condition of the cartridge or label matter to you? I find personally, like with my Nintendo collection, you could pick probably any game out of there, and the label is awesome. There's probably like only 2 or 3, like even Mega Man 2, which is actually one of my favorite games, probably has like probably the most damage of any of my games with the label like that. And yeah, I just won't buy games if the label is scratched, if it's ripped, if it's lifted, if there's anything I can't like wipe off the cartridge or anything. And also player's choice, greatest hits. Like I like to get the original, like for example, PlayStation. I prefer having my whole PlayStation being the black one, PlayStation 2, and not the red greatest hits. Or how with Super Nintendo carts, how it has a player's choice stamp. I prefer not to have the player's choice stamp. And I know I'm not crazy because my buddy Matt Fox, the collector, okay, wait, he's also crazy. So I can't say I'm not crazy based on that, but I know he also doesn't like to get games that have that stamp. He likes the original label. And yeah, so I'm just interested to know what everyone likes to collect, if it matters to you, or if you just like to play the game, if you like to emulate, if you want to admit that down below, and you don't even care about buying the games, then I'm just interested to know how everyone likes to collect their games. Okay, well I should wrap up here then. My name's JRock, and keep on rocking them games.